secret. I think
my living room.
Right.
Nobody knows anything about this secret place.
Nobody's ever been here, right? We're in Chris Kamler's secret man cave, kind of, sort of.
Sort of. I don't get to watch TV in this room very often. So
Kara sends you to the basement.
Yeah, I have to go up to my bedroom or something. So it's
good to know.
It's kind of a mess. Turn your sound.
Oh
down.
Yes, please turn that down. We're still doing some technological adjustments.
Yeah.
So here we are, guys. We're going to have a special country western musician as our guest tonight, and Chris Kamler knows.
Who doesn't like country music, right?
Oh my God. We're going to talk country music all night long, and Bob Kamler is our guest. He's a local country musician. He'll actually be the New Year's Eve entertainment at the pool hall in Platte City. Bob, welcome to the show, my friend.
Thank you.
All right, man.
Working on my giddiness.
How's that going?
It never goes good.
We're trying to tone Bob down a little bit. He gets a little hopped up, but we're gonna try to keep him on the down low tonight.
Good luck.
Good stuff. Yeah, just settle down. I know that you're a really rowdy person, so.
Timothy's I will.
He is rowdy.
There you go.
We did have to push away. We did have to push away his groupies at the door, so we could have more quiet.
My schnauzer, Stella.
Push through.
His groupies are waiting outside.
Stella's your biggest fan.
Stella, your dog.
Well, let's talk about you for a minute, Bob. Now, you live in tell us where you live, a general vicinity. We don't want to give away too much information.
North of Platte City, about 3 miles.
And how long you been doing this country western gig?
Oh, man. We finally got the band together, a year ago.
Really?
Yeah, I had a CD I finally got together about a year and a half ago, and the band enjoyed working on it, so they thought, well, we'll just stick together. So.
Now, you were performing solo prior to this band then, right? I mean, you were doing some
gigs. Yeah, I actually did my very first show, I think it was 2004 at the Platte City Pool Hall.
Nice.
That was a very long time ago.
A long time ago. But you're better now than you were then, or
I'd like to think.
Yeah.
I've written a lot more songs since then. Yeah.
Now, what's the key to writing a song? Let's start there. How hard is it to write a song? That seems like it'd be very difficult to
It's
me.
the easiest thing in the world, and it's the hardest thing in the world. When it hits you, it's easy. You just sit down and it just flows, just like a river. Shoot, and you can be done in an hour. You're like, boom, don't touch it. But very few of them happen like that. Most of them, it's like 2 or 3 weeks of looking for a word, apostrophe, a pronoun, something, switch it around. Just something to make it right.
Yeah, but you've next day you'll have like a video on YouTube.
Once it's done, yeah. I'm not one of those guys that goes back and change a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Once it's done, it's typically, I know when it's done, I guess.
How many songs have you written?
I've probably written about 80 over the years. And I wrote my first one probably 16, 17 years ago. And I don't know, for a long time I was writing a song a month, but I don't know, I get older and they're harder to come by. They're better, I think, but they're not as often. That makes sense.
So what inspires you? Is there anything in particular that when you like
depression and heartbreak and
the typical country western?
I think I'm doing better now, so I don't know. All songs, even if they're happy, they come from a gloomy place. It seems like for me.
Really?
When I'm happy, I'm out doing stuff. I'm not sitting at my house with the guitar in my hand. Yeah. It's weird.
Your the YouTube videos that you put, you're careful to put all the lyrics in there. Would you consider yourself a lyricist or a songwriter or
Absolutely.
A performer? A lyricist.
Lyricist, yeah. Poetry, almost cowboy country, I think they might call it, but yeah, definitely.
What is cowboy country for idiots like me?
Just more poetry. Just
not this newfangled
simple chord progressions. You don't have like American Idol lyrics and yeah screaming and yelling and stuff. It's just spoken, close to spoken. There's melodies, but they're just they're subtle. But it's just it's simple, but the stories get complicated and twisted, and the characters and the picture that you're painting. It's not like saying, "Hey, it's Friday," and repeating that 38 times, and then you've got a #1 hit.
It's Friday.
Complete opposite.
Now, do you find a lot of songwriting, though, is repetition within the song? I mean, do you repeat a lot of the words?
I try not to. As a matter of fact, I try to make the choruses even different.
Uh-huh.
Try to
I like that.
interject different rhymes in those even. which sucks is when you play them live, it's just it's so hard to remember all that stuff on every single song every single time. But it's a challenge.
You've started just probably in the last year or two started playing live more. What
Yeah, with the band.
What prompted that?
I was at a dead end with my songs. I was just writing them and putting them on YouTube and throwing them on Facebook and getting 50 likes, and I was like, I do this forever, but I just needed to take it to another level. So I decided to put a CD together. Then it came out back in October of 16, and the band that played with me, most of the guys stuck together on it. We've been playing live since then. And I've never played with a band, so I didn't know how I was going to go. And on the CD release party, I was pleasantly surprised that my eyes were open and I remembered the words. And there was a lot less pressure when you got 4 guys behind you.
And you guys do covers and you guys do your stuff. And
I think a lot of people are scared they're going to come to one of my shows and it's going to be 4 hours of gloom and doom. But it's not. We even cover the Stones and 4 Non-Blondes and all kinds of weird stuff.
Nice. Where did you learn those songs?
Just search 3-chord songs on the internet.
What's the best song by the 4 Non-Blondes that you cover?
The only one that I know, which is What's Up.
That's the only one I know. That's why I'm asking you. If you had,
I didn't know they had more than one
I
song.
did not. They might have been a one-hit wonder. I'm not sure. So what country artists, when you look around the world of country music today, what are some of the artists? Who are some of the artists that you like? That you like to listen to?
Cody Jinks is one of them. Chris Knight, James McMurtry, who is Larry McMurtry's son, who wrote Lonesome Dove. He's actually an entertainer and a great lyricist. I listen to the old stuff too, John Prine and Merle Haggard, of course.
Yeah.
All the standards from back then.
Now, the old singing cowboys are Gene Autry and Roy Rogers and those cats. Are you fans of some of the work that they did way back in the day?
It's probably a little bit
That's before your
dated
time.
for me. Yeah, that's. I probably couldn't even recognize.
Well,
them
you're a modern day singing cowboy, though.
That's right.
Would you describe yourself as a singing cowboy?
Only because I wear a hat. Yeah. But that's about it. I don't even have a cow.
What do you do when you're not performing country music?
I just got done spending the last 2 months in a deer stand.
Really?
Yeah, it finally got too cold and got me out of there.
Yeah. Did you get anything?
I killed one.
You got one this year?
Got one, but missed another one. Not once, not twice, but 3 times.
Right. Use firearm or bow when you're deer hunting?
All bow hunting.
You're all bow.
All bow.
All right. Good for you, man.
Yep, I killed one with the bow during gun season. Shoot.
Yeah. You do your hunting in Platte County. You got a special secret site that you go
Platte
to.
County.
Yeah. So,
Absolutely.
now, when you're at the pool hall on New Year's Eve, what's the song that you're going to perform you think will get the biggest crowd reaction? Is there one?
Probably the last one. the one at midnight. I bet everybody starts clapping.
There'll be a lot of horn blowing and all kinds of things going on at midnight.
So we're gonna play our worst song then, and then we'll get the best.
What are some of the other venues that you've played in addition to the pool hall?
We played down at Knuckleheads a couple times.
That's a nice venue right there.
We actually play at the Lost Bar Saturday night before Sunday, and
what's the biggest place? Would you consider your biggest venue that you've hit?
probably Knuckleheads has been the biggest one so far, but we're constantly looking to expand. A couple of my guys are from Lawrence, so they're always traveling all the way here, and I'd like to bridge the gap, something in South Kansas City, but looking for some connections that way.
Yeah, good stuff. So how long will your show last New Year's Eve at the pool hall?
We play from, I think, 9 to 1. Okay. 9 to 1.
Do you know Old Lang Syne?
What?
Isn't that the midnight song on New Year's Eve?
Oh, yeah.
When they drop the balloons?
I bet my lead guitar player can.
Is there not a balloon drop at the pool hall?
I haven't been filled in on that. I'm waiting for the press release. You're allowed to bring your own tootie horn in. I know that.
Oh, that's good.
And beads are always good.
Well, that's good. That'll work. That sounds like a good time. And you have a gig the night before?
Yeah, at the Lost Bar in Gladstone.
Nice.
And I think we play the 5th at the Outpost, and let's see, the 19th at the Roxy, and the 20th up in Trenton, Missouri at Chumbley's.
Wow.
So we got a bunch of stuff coming up.
You got some stuff
Platte
lined
City
up.
musician right there.
Regional,
You're a regional
Yeah.
band.
So are you the most famous musician in Platte City?
Not according to Reverb Nation. There's somebody else up there above me. I don't know who that is.
Who's that? Who is it?
In Platte City. That's a little tight group.
Huh.
I don't know.
You find them. We'll kick his
Yeah,
ass.
I'm like number 3 or 4, but it's Reverb Nation. I think I'm the no. I don't know. It's fun. It's fun playing guitar and singing songs.
We should hear him sing something.
Let's do it. Let's do it. What tune you gonna play for us first here tonight, Bobby?
Well, I could play this song about my slow brother Clyde.
Excellent. Excellent. Now, brother Chris has you hooked up with 2 microphones. He's got a
Yeah, I've got a head mic and a penis mic, I guess.
penis mic. In case your penis decides to sing, we'll be
Right.
able to hear it.
It's
If only your penis could talk,
it's
Bobby.
been a while since it's sung. Let me hide. All right. No idea what this is going to sound like. I was born to 7 to a nurse and a reverend between the twins and my slow brother Clyde. All of my missed attention skipped to the other 6 children and condition, simply known as middle child. I was kicked out of Sunday school for disobeying that old golden rule. No one ever knew I was gone except for Clyde. I had a hole in these holes deep down inside. Who'd have known I had holes deep down inside? So instead of graduating, I chose a 40-hour vocation, making that bacon on the night assembly line. Paid for Powerball and the cigarettes, the alcohol, yes, I confess, helped me decompress from the abuse when I was 9. Left me with a couple bucks, some busted luck, a rusted truck. Yeah, kinda stuck, but I still own my smile. Who'd have known I had holes deep down inside? Yes, I know I got holes deep down inside. If it weren't for my first wife, I'd have never met my third bride. I'd have never held that sweet child of mine. She was born a full month early, now she's smart prematurely. That hair is curly like her aunt's on my side. That kid knows all the letters, man, she's sassy as a pepper, likes playing checkers with her old Uncle Clyde. I think Clyde lets you win most of the time. Who'd have known I had gold deep down inside? I found gold in these holes deep down inside.
All right.
Nice stuff, Bob. Nice stuff.
Fairly true story.
Well, wait a second. I'm your only brother, though.
Yeah.
How does that work?
Well, your name's not Clyde.
No. Starts with a C, though. What are you trying to say?
That was the first line that I had. It was 4th born of 7 and nursing a reverend between the twins and my slow brother Clyde. I don't know.
I'm glad I can inspire you
Thank you.
in that way.
Was the penis mic all right?
Yeah, it sounded good. I'm actually
Penis
turning the
sounded
penis
great.
mic off.
Everything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
audio is
They
audio
might
is
act
not
up.
my strong suit, so we'll have a you guys are having audio problems on the live stream, we'll post it. Post a better version in the morning, but
correct.
Yeah, it's what we call the enhanced version.
that's right. Yeah,
Coming tomorrow morning.
this is the version where if you want to win stuff, and we'll have some. So your first digital single came out. What does that mean?
Well, we put a full-length produced CD with the little spinny thing you put in the thing in your older cars, and called "Picking on the Road." We put that out a year ago, and it's available online too. But the single we just put out, I wrote in July, and I was just kind of wanting to put on the fast track, so we did an all digital release of it. So you can't get an actual physical copy of it anywhere. You have to go to iTunes or Apple Music.
What's the process to get registered with those places? I mean, you're on iTunes and Spotify and some other places, right?
Yeah, you have to go through a pro, which I don't know what that stands for, but basically you sit in front of a computer for about 2 days and answer questions.
You like that, don't you? You like computers a lot.
Yeah, and they do all the work for you nowadays, but it's just a lot of. There's that big long thing you have to read, and then you click the box, and then poof, gone.
So you basically just signed over.
Since I write terms of service, since I write my own stuff and I produce my own stuff, it's easy for me. I don't have to have all these third parties come in and put their fingerprint on it. So I got lucky there.
Well, that's good. Yeah. We've been toying around with the idea of making him write us a Landmark Live theme song.
That would be awesome. We could use some intro music here.
He's a little slow on getting.
we haven't. Maybe we need to send him like a 30-pack or something.
Yeah, well, that might do it.
That's good. I don't.
What's your brand? I mean, we need to
was.
have special delivery to Tracy or wherever your residence is. We'll get them lined up.
Yeah, just drop it off at T-Rex there.
We'll get the T-Rex. Hey guys, I need to tell you that Realtor Susan Stewart of Platte County is our sponsor this week. For 10 years, Susan provided a cozy home away from home for your four-legged family members at the Main Street Pet Resort. Now she has joined Keller Williams Realty and will work her tail off to help you and your entire family find a great new home. Ready to move? Call Susan at 816-541-2830. Chris and I both know Susan well from the times we would take our doggie down there to the Main Street Pet
Bob's
Resort.
best friend Stella resides at the Main Street Pet Resort every once in a while.
Favorite dog on the planet.
Now, speaking of animals, you've done some taxidermy work, right?
Back in the day.
Okay.
I'm retired from that.
Oh, have you? Because I was trying to send somebody your way the other day, and apparently you weren't calling them back. So
no, probably not. I probably didn't answer them either.
You're in the process of selling that house, right?
I was, but I think I'm going to stick around there for a while.
Well, that's good. With your nice commercial-sized heater.
Yeah, and I'm going to stick around there for now.
Now, do you get out and chop wood and everything like all the old country cowboys?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I haven't this year, but I will.
Hadn't been cold enough till recently.
Yeah, I know. I got to get on it. I got about 1 day to cut some wood.
Yeah, it was only like 50 degrees for 2 months.
Buy it. I hate buying it. It defeats the purpose of having a wood stove, you know.
Right. Got to get out there and cut your own.
Polish way. Buy a wood stove and then buy wood.
Whatever it takes.
Hey, before he sings again, you want to do our lock of the week?
Let's do our locks of the week.
All right. Who's your lock of the week? We haven't really worked on a transition into this.
No, we haven't. Lock of the week. It's tough this week because so many games in the NFL, you don't know who's going to play and who's not. But I think I found one. I think I'm going to go with San Francisco -3 against the Rams. The Rams say that they're going to rest everybody, all their starters, because they already know they're going to be playing a home playoff game. I'm going to take San Fran with that hot quarterback Garoppolo.
Yeah, he's undefeated.
Yeah, I'm going to take San Fran -3 over the Rams as my lock of the week.
That's probably a good one. I couldn't find an NFL pick, so I'm going to go to the world of college football, and I'm going to go with Alabama over Clemson. I think it's Alabama -3. So I just think Alabama's better, and you got to rep the SEC when you can, I guess, or something like that.
Yep.
I think the Oilers are going to beat the Reds +7.
Good. I like it. That sounds good. That's that Platte City, that's that Tracy, Missouri cable system you got up there.
Pretty confident on that pick.
Still showing the Houston Oilers.
They're gonna go all the way this year.
Yeah, I knew the technology was slow at Platte City. I didn't know it was that slow.
Slow as that CenturyLink internet I have up there.
Yeah, don't get Chris and I started on CenturyLink. We have bad things to say about CenturyLink internet connection right now.
I bought a new laptop and plugged it in, and yeah, it was still slow.
3 or 4 laptops ago.
Yeah.
So the other song I want you to play is it's actually it's probably my favorite song of yours, and I think it's the probably favorite song of a bunch of our family. That Summer League song. You want to kind of tell us a little bit about that one?
Yeah, it's actually going to be. We've got it recorded right now. It's going to be on our next album called Dreamland, which I'm hoping is going to be out in the summer of 2018. And it'll be another like spinny disc thing that you can put in things.
What are those?
The CD. but yeah, it's gonna be 12 tracks on it, and they're all kind of dreamy, lyrical driven songs. Stuff that I don't know, that I think I'm best at.
Well, that Summer League's got a cool video too, with all the pictures of, of us playing ball and stuff. And I'll link to that in the show notes. But
so you do your own videos with some of your songs?
I do actually. Summer League was the first one that Chris helped me on, and
that's pretty cool, man.
And now I haven't mastered it, but I've gotten way better.
No, you got all the lyrics to pop up and everything, so it's that's great.
Yeah, you got lyrics on there.
Hell, I didn't know you were doing videos. That's awesome.
I dabble. I'm not as good as he is.
That thing.
But so
that's offline. I don't have to
wait. What's the backstory on that song for the listeners at home?
Summer League, I actually wrote. I was framing a house in Blue Springs, and it was about 102 degrees, and I had no idea. I just started. I don't want to be here, and I started thinking about Little League baseball, and I went down to the basement. About every minute or two, I'd shoot my nail gun into something, and I was just sitting there thinking of these lyrics, and the first one that popped in my head was like the little kid walking around with diapers and he drops his snow cone, on the concrete, and it's all red and yellow, and I said, snow cone stained sidewalks. That's pretty nice. I come up with about 2 verses there at work, and then when I got off, I drove past I-70, or I drove down I-70 on the way home, and I passed a sports complex, and I got a weird feeling. I was like, all right, go home and write this song. And that was one that I wrote. As soon as I got home, I had that thing done in about 2 hours.
It wrote itself, huh?
Yeah, awesome. It's just boom, done. And
now, whenever you get an inspiration, do you just stop what you're doing and like type it into your phone or something? That's what I do a lot of times when I get inspired. Those rare times, not to write a song, but to actually write something for the paper. I'll just like take a minute and type it into my phone.
It's probably my week. I wish I did more of that. I think I have a lot of good ideas that are there, and then they just disappear. But when I do get them, and I just almost have to be sitting there with a guitar in my hand when they come to me, and then I'm like, cool, and they go. But I definitely write them down.
Yeah.
But they're just not as often as they used to be.
He needs to come up with a Platte City newspaper,
jingle?
Inspired for a jingle.
Seriously, guy, you should write some jingles for Landmark Live and for the Landmark itself.
See how we're doing all this free work for you?
Yeah.
Maybe I'll get a subscription out of the deal. That'd be cool.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll make that happen.
How about an ad for your taxidermy services?
Yeah, just in time.
Yeah, we might want to take that out of there. I think that was in there at one point.
Is that why I'm still getting phone calls?
Guys, in a little bit, we're going to play some Fact or Crap. We're going to have some country music questions for Bobby, and he's going to answer if it's fact or crap, and somebody at home is going to win a prize. We're going to give away.
Type your name down below.
Yeah, give us a like or a comment, anything to let us know you're out there, and you're going to be chosen for a prize when Bob wins at the game. These are all country music questions tonight, so we know he's going to nail some, okay? Then shall we have him singing?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's go for it.
All right.
Summer League, right?
Summer League. Snow cone stained sidewalks with mayflies on the breeze, weaving through the chain link and through my memories. With American Legion Dinos, Post 313, 15 kids, now it's number 16. Now there on that diamond in that yellow sunshine, before things mattered, before we could drive, our names were longer, before we dropped the wire. For a woman or a dog, Everything I ever learned was taught through that skin. Lessons of life stitched so deep within. They were stuck in my spine and they're still in my grin. They are where I'm at, and they pave where I've been. They were the simple rules of life, just like being on time. Practice makes perfect, you only get 3 strikes and you come to win. You'd rather lose before you tie. No matter the score, son, you never quit trying. Among the bubblegum wrappers and sunflower seeds, school was out and everything was free. I learned to cuss when I learned to bleed, and chasing baseballs was my only dream. And there was a time for walking, time you better run, and a time to be strong, then a little bit of fun. Back when mama still called me her number one, that coach was always on me like I was a son. I never knew anybody that ever made it to the show, but our catcher made it big in rock and roll. Carter's back in Texas when he's out on parole. Drummer made it big in rock and roll. It's been 20-some years since that leather's been worn. There was gum on my shoe, buttered popcorn, and I honestly can't remember. But a couple of scores, I guess I must have been busy with a whole lot more. On the bubblegum wrappers and sunflower seeds, school was out and everything was free. I learned to cuss when I learned to bleed, and chasing baseballs was my only dream. It's where you get there early, you didn't want to leave, and black mascara covered sunburned cheeks. The fescue stained a lot more than my knees, and chasing baseballs was my only dream. Just chasing baseballs through the summer leaves.
Excellent, Bob. Excellent, man.
Thank you, thank you.
Appreciate it.
Nice job.
Man,
Thank you,
good
thank you.
sound. How's it sounding through the headphones there, Chris?
I think it's better now.
Is it good? All right.
We started off a little rocky the first 5 minutes, but I think we're better.
Yeehaw.
I'm gonna stay at command center, and I'll give you some names. Is that
All right, man. That sounds good.
All right. So this is Factor Crap, right?
We're going to play Factor Crap. Bob's going to play, and the winners are going to be chosen from a list that Chris has going over there.
All right. This is good because I think this guy, that's his favorite song, and he put a thumb up to win. Mike Cantwell, who is the director of
there
our
you go.
baseball league, so he's gonna have a chance to win your new single here.
New single, all right.
Okay, Bob. You ready? Now, these are right up your alley. They're going to be good.
And true or false? Factor crap.
Factor Crap. If you think it's true, tell us fact. If you think it's false, tell us crap.
I'm ready.
All right, you ready? Okay, Factor Crap. The very beginning of country music can be traced to folk songs played by immigrants that settled in the Appalachian Mountains.
I'm sure that's fact.
That is fact. Who's our winner? You say?
Mike Cantwell's the winner.
All right, Mike Cantwell.
Hello, Mike.
Awesome.
All right.
We got several. And how many total prizes do you have to give away for us?
I've got 5 downloads, and then if you got like an extra hard one, I got an actual CD to
Woo.
give away.
Well, I only got 4 more questions, so here we, unless we can make one up on the fly, we're
Figure
gonna roll.
something else out.
Our next contestant is Lisa Cooper.
Lisa Cooper. All right, here we go, Bob. You ready?
Absolutely.
Okay. The genre we know as country music was struggling in the 1920s until Henry Ford of Ford Motor Company stepped up to promote and sponsor the old-time music. Many early radio programs stayed afloat because of Ford's involvement. Is that fact or crap?
You couldn't just pull that out of your ass, could you?
Sometimes
could.
we do. That's how we do our questions quite often.
Good.
I'll say fact.
You are right again.
All right.
So every country music fan should be driving a Ford, I think, is what we're saying.
I think that's in too many songs nowadays.
All right, we're not going to play with anybody with the last name Kamler. There's a few of those in the queue here. Mike Little. Remember Mike Little?
I do very much remember Mike.
Mike's good people.
Lives in Texas now.
Does he really?
Believe so. If I'm up to par.
Nationwide audience, I tell you, for Landmark Live, right? Everywhere.
Mike was on. He was on my baseball team, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was on my baseball
family
team.
ball players.
Yeah, there's probably some pictures of him in that video then.
Possible.
All right, Mike, here you go.
All right, buddy. Hillbilly music became known as country and western music in the 1930s after Gene Autry, Roy Rogers, and Tex Ritter and other singing cowboys came along. Is that fact or crap, Bob?
Which part of it? All of it? There's a whole... Wait, so if I lose and they don't get the prize?
No, they're screwed. They're going to be mad at you.
Can you repeat the question?
Sure. You know, when country first started, it was known as hillbilly music, okay? Hillbilly music became known as country and western music in the 1930s after Gene Autry, Roy Rogers, and Tex Ritter and other singing cowboys came along.
I guess that's true.
True. Again, that's 3 in a row.
Mike's a winner.
Checking my phone to say they weren't in the 40s or 50s, so...
Everybody's a winner tonight, right?
Well, I do what I can do.
Yeah, and you're the modern day singing cowboy. We've established that. You're Platte County singing cowboy.
Platte County is, yeah.
All right, so we got
lump of something.
We got 2 more.
2 more. I got 2 more.
2 more.
All right, let's do. Let's see.
Why am I sweating? I feel like I'm nervous.
Pressure's on, man. That's why.
That's right.
There's a lot at stake here.
Shirley Price.
Shirley Price. We're playing for Shirley Price, Bob.
Surely I can get this right.
Surely you will. A radio station out of Georgia was the first to play country folk songs to its audience in 1922. The term hillbilly music was used to describe the sound.
That goes with everything you've said so far. So I say fact.
Fact again. That's 4 facts in a row. I'm noticing a pattern here.
Hey, now watch it, because he
this
tried
every
this crap
time.
on me once.
If I haven't watched past episodes and they're all true, then I feel really stupid. I'm actually...
No. We switch it up, don't we, Chris?
Yeah.
Sometimes we switch it up.
All right, Carla Christensen is our last contestant.
Carla with a K.
Carla. And this might be the hardest one. I'm not sure. Johnny Cash had a few scrapes with the law and had overnight stays in city jails, but his only time in actual prisons was spent on stage.
It's absolutely true.
Nailed them all. 5-0. Those Kamler boys can play some factor crap, can't they? Chris one time went 6-0 on the very
If you
first
asked
show.
me about any country music from about 1995 on, I couldn't tell you.
Really? You're the old time. You're a fan of the old time stuff.
Who's your favorite country artist?
There's just two. It depends. I mean, Mo Haggard, Don Williams.
Boxcar Willie. Is that a guy? Is that a thing?
That's a guy, but in modern day, I'd say James McMurtry, Chris Knight.
Yeah. So there's like this beef between new country and old country, right? Isn't there?
Sort of.
Is it like rap battles between West Coast and East Coast?
Between guys that get commercial play and 10 million downloads and guys that have better stuff that don't get that. And it's a legit beef. But I don't know. I think once you get all those downloads and you get to that level of success, then you're a sellout and people tell you how to do your music.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Where do you see yourself in 2 or 3 years with your music?
I don't know. Somebody asked me that the other day, just in general, and I was like, I don't know. I hope I'm not in jail.
Well, if you get tossed in jail, might be a new song. You know?
Yeah, I don't know. I'd like to get this band going tight, and we're struggling with trying to get the right guys locked in, and every time, but we won't been together, a year, so it's tough to. We're trying to find the 5 that are there.
It's hard to be a band when everybody's got jobs and
kids and it's easy when they get divorces, though. They want to play all the time.
or just never married.
Are you currently looking for any backup musicians to help you out? Are you pretty full staffed right now?
I think we're good at the moment.
Now, if there was one venue in the region that you look at and you say, man, I'd really like to play there, and you haven't played there yet, what would it be?
I don't know if it'd be a venue, but I'd like to try to somehow get on the opening bills for some of these bigger acts. You know, just be an opener for them. You know?
I mean, you've played at the Bluebird Cafe and
Have you
a bunch
really?
of other stuff.
Yeah.
Seriously, that's a hot spot.
Some stuff in Nashville.
I stood in line at the Bluebird Cafe for like 2 hours and didn't get in, and then
Looking at that expensive furniture.
And then I got pissed off and just left. But you weren't there that night.
That big old line of people, only like 50 people fit in the place. You know, like
Right.
how's this gonna work? But yeah.
So really, you tell us about that experience playing at the Bluebird.
I
That's in Nashville, by
played
the way,
a couple. Yeah, absolutely. Played at a couple of the open mic nights and stuff. There's several bars down there that you can go into and play. But I got a really good response. It was fun.
Now that's the bar where Taylor Swift was discovered in there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
cool.
That's fact.
Yeah, that's fact. Another prize.
We have a request off of the comments section. We're about out of time anyway, so Ivan's gonna read our last commercial, and then Ryan Hendricks requested that you take us out with Backroads. Do you think you can? That's my second favorite Bob Kamler song.
Oh, I can't even remember that song. I tell people that all the time. I wrote that song in 2001.
Ryan's gonna be so sad.
And
Screw that up.
Well, maybe when you do the enhanced video, you can.
Yeah, I can pop it in.
I could do a verse and a chorus, but I just can't remember.
No, that's
Just
fine.
give us a little
That'll
ditty.
work.
Yeah.
The little starter is the part I like, anyways.
Hopefully not the guitar lick part.
No, I don't know.
Okay.
It's anyway.
Let's tell the people at home our upcoming schedule here, Chris. Next week we're taking off because we've cranked out 3 of these shows in 8 days here over the holidays. No show on January 4. We're going to catch our breath. But then on Thursday, January 11th, we have Mike McCartney, the Royals public address announcer, going to come.
The voice.
The voice of your Kansas City Royals. That'll be a fun one.
Yeah, I've talked to him. I've interviewed him before. He's just he's a fascinating guy. And the more you hear his voice, the more you hear it on ads and all kinds of stuff. So
you know what I'd like him to do is record my voicemail greeting. And then if he could record that.
We should do it.
Yeah, maybe we can talk him into that when we talk to him in a couple of weeks. Now, he actually came to one of the Landmark Christmas parties a few years back, too. So, nice friend of the Landmark. It'll be fun to have Mike McCartney on. That's on January the 11th. And then you want to tell him about January 18th?
January 18th. And this is still, ink isn't dry on this yet, but there is a guy I work with who has, you'll like this, Bob, who has written a Britney Spears themed musical. And him and his company are going to perform a couple of numbers from that musical for us on the 18th. They're playing down in Northtown on the 25th, and we'll have a couple of tickets. 27th, I think. We'll have some tickets to give away there, and it's going to be cool. I think if you like Britney Spears or you just like goofy things, this should be pretty cool. So. You know any Britney Spears songs?
Maybe I'll work on one before Sunday.
Yeah, throw it in at the New Year's Eve. What would happen at the pool hall if you started breaking out? Hit me one more time.
That would be awesome.
But you can actually go there and hear it on people singing karaoke.
Oh, that's true.
If you like that kind of
that's
thing.
Fair.
Yeah, but or any other bar in basically the entire state or country.
Exactly
South,
right.
yeah.
And then we don't know what we're doing after that week. So if you got ideas for us, if you have a business you want to promote, if you have I don't know, other famous siblings. I'm out of famous siblings. We'll have to go down the line and talk.
Yeah, seriously. If you've got an idea for a
names.
guest, hit us up. Let us know if you got if you've got a business that you think might want to advertise. Absolutely, send them our way. And speaking of advertising, we got to tell you one more time that Realtor Susan Stewart of Platte County is our sponsor this week. For 10 years, Susan provided a cozy home away from home for your four-legged family members at the Main Street Pet Resort. Now she has joined Keller Williams Realty, and she will work her tail off to help you and your entire family find a great new home. Ready to move? Call Susan at 816-541-2830. We're going to have Bob take us out with a little music here, right, Chris? We got anything else?
Yeah. No, I think that's it.
All right, thanks, everybody.
Backroads or whatever you want to play. I don't care. It's all good.
We'll see you January 11th. Thanks,
try
Bob.
to remember this song. Yeah, I'm trying. There used to be a little guitar lick at the beginning of it, but we'll skip that part. This is like the first or second song I ever wrote, so God, Ryan, I'm gonna kick it right in that pianist microphone. See. Well, it's a Friday night, you know, and what's left of that sun is glowing. Relaxation surely showing. I myself know it's this is something I enjoy. Times a week or maybe have to tank in the Chevy boys, and I'm driving these back roads. Driving these back roads, just going where I want to go. My tires are whining and the gravel's grinding, and to me it sounds like go. Driving these back roads, and just thinking to myself, don't you know, George Strait's on my radio as I'm driving these back roads. Dogs barking as I pass the farm, quarter mile, and he let me alone. He called a pound on the running hounds, or a shotgun me a stare you down. Way alive are these people don't play with no 747 airplanes. No concrete passing lanes, and to me there ain't no wild road. Driving these back roads, just going where I wanna go. My tires are whining and the gravel's grinding, and to me it sounds like gold. Driving these back roads, just thinking to myself, don't you know, Waylon Jennings on the radio, driving these back roads. When the gravel turns in the mud, the bridges out that always flood. Thank my lucky stars above, 'cause this is what I love. Driving these back roads and just going where I wanna go. Tires are whining and the gravel's grinding, and to me it sounds like gold. Driving these back roads and just thinking to myself, don't you know, Merle Haggard's on the radio, driving these back roads now. Bob Kamler's on your radio, driving these back.
Nice job, buddy.
Thank you, thank you.